You're staring at the exam date on your calendar, and your stomach is doing somersaults right now. You're asking yourself, am I actually ready? Or am I just hoping for a miracle? Look, hope is not a strategy. I've seen so many people walk into that exam thinking that they've got it, and they don't have it, only to get there and be a wreck because they ignored those signs. We're going today in this video talk about 3 red flags that you are low key not ready for your exam. If this hits home, don't panic. It just means that you need to pivot your strategy right now to a program that actually works. Okay, the first sign you're not ready, your study routine is a mess. You are sitting down 5 hours cramming, chugging energy drinks, trying to memorize an entire textbook, and choosing chaos over peace. When has that ever been a strategy? No. When you're in chaos, it means your brain is going into survival mode. You aren't actually learning anything. You're just panicking over a book. Mental discipline is the gateway to passing this exam, hands down. If you can't sit still for 20 minutes without your brain jumping all over the place in different topics, you are not disciplined enough to handle the pressure of the actual exam. But don't worry, there's a fix for this. The fix? You need to release control. Stop trying to force feed your brain. Switch to that 20-minute daily routine that we just talked about. If you can't commit 20 minutes of focused, peaceful study, you aren't ready for the 3-hour mental exam that is the NMLS. Okay? You have to choose peace over chaos. And I want you to pass and get that passing score on the screen when you walk out of that exam. Now, red flag number 2. You know the material, but the questions are still playing with you. You're taking practice tests and saying, I knew this answer, but then they asked me a different way and it was kind of tricky. Then guess what? You're not ready. The NMLS exam is designed to trip you up. It's not just a test of what you know, it's a test of how well you can read through questions. If you're still letting the exam questions gaslight you by picking the wrong answers instead of being able to rule out the ones that you know are not right, then you are not disciplined and ready for this test. The fix? You need to stop focusing on just the what and start focusing on the how. This is where you leverage the 7 steps in the 7-day pricing program we have to help deconstruct the questions. If you can't explain why 3 of the answers are wrong, not just why the one you're picking is right, then you're still guessing. When you can spot the trap before you even finish reading the prompt, that's when you know you're ready. Okay, the 3rd red flag. It's the biggest one. You're a week out from the exam and you're still winging it. You don't have a structured plan in the final days and you're setting yourself up to fail. You should be leveraging the 3-7-3 rule. If you've never heard of it, then you aren't using a similar blueprint, which is going to help create structure that you need to cross the finish line. Are you doing a deep dive review? Are you building an exam structure so you can build your stamina for the exam? Are you just rereading the same old questions on pages about TILA and RESPA and hoping that they'll stick? That does not work. The fix? It's not complicated. If you're 7 days out, you need to be in the 7-day countdown phase of the 3-7-3 rule. This is about refinement. Learning new stuff from scratch is not it. You need a process that you can trust so that you can have a study routine and a process that works for you instead of fighting against you. Listen, if these red flags triggered you, something in you, good. That's the whole reason for this whole video. You need a wake-up call. Passing the SAFE MLO exam isn't about being the smartest person in the room. Not at all. It's about having the mental stamina and discipline to follow a proven blueprint. Now, stop the chaos. Stop letting the questions trip you up. Get a system in place that's going to help you leverage your ability to pass this exam by taking advantage of our 7-day MLO program. Level up your mindset. Choose peace over chaos and get that license. Now, click on the link below to learn more about how our 7-day MLO program works. And if you need one-on-one coaching, you can get information about that as well there. Be sure to subscribe if you find this video to be helpful. I drop videos like this pretty regularly with real strategies that work, not motivational speeches. No one needs that. Remember, you've got this, but you must be honest with yourself about where you are. And now is the time to move forward. Now let's get to work.